Hello editors, welcome to the masterclass. In this video, I'm going to recreate this reel from Creator Rolly and I'm going to show you my entire process from opening the softwares to rendering the final video. No gatekeeping. This masterclass is no less than a $100 course out there. And cherry on the top, you will be getting this project file for 100% free. Now, I'll tell you in a video later how you can get this project file and the assets, but right now, we are getting started. Start off with creating a black background over here. So just right click over here, click on new, solid, and make sure the color is black. Press OK, and here we have a solid layer. Now let's change the name and make it BG just to organize our file. And let's apply an effect called fill. Alright, make it black as well. Now let's write the text first. Grab the text tool, click over here and write how many. Align it. If you cannot see any of these things, just head over to Windows and you should find it over here. Okay, how many, and add a cut over here. Next, another one. Delete the rest of the layers. Now change the text. How many? Let's reduce the size of this one a bit. This one too. And this one should start over here like this. All right. So how many? Change the text. Make it fruits. Select it and make it bold. Write do you, and write over here C, or we can make S small. Alright, now let's get the text animation over here. The very first thing, just open the panel, click on animate, find position, make it go down over here. Let's make it 100. Open this rage selector 1, add a keyframe on start, and move your playhead forward like this. Make it 100, and this is what we have. Change characters to words, and now this is what we have. Okay, so let's click on add, not on animate, add property and opacity, make it 0, just like this. Feel free to change the graph, speed graph if you want, but for this one I think it's fine. How many? Fruits. Let's create a different animation on fruits. Animate position again, make it -100 this time. Open this range selector and just move it in the beginning. Make sure the anchor point is in the middle of it. Start, or maybe not this time start, just make it 100 and add a keyframe on offset. Make it -100 and make this one 100. Fruits. Yeah, now it's fine. So this is wait, let's make it 15, or 13 will also work. So this is the animation we have. Let's fix it. Open the advanced panel, change square to ramp up. So you can see this is what we have. Let's speed it up a bit. All right, click on add property and opacity, make it 0 like this. Now let's add some effects on fruits. So this is the layer of fruits, and this is the animation we have over here. Now, just grab the ellipse tool, create a circle, make sure you click shift along it, and it's already radial gradient. So make sure you shift it to radial gradient by clicking over here. Okay. And let's change the color to something like this. Make sure it's white. And if you just click over here, you will get this button to change the opacity. So make sure you make it 0. And then you should get something like this. Okay. We can just place this thing over here, or we can select this and use the same color. It will look much better. Now add a cut, remove the earlier and later part of this layer, place it right over it, close this panel, let's name it blue. Let's change the blending mode to hard light. Wait, where is the fruit text? Yeah, here it is. So now we can see that it's giving a nice gradient shadow effect to our word, right? But we don't want it to look like this. So just use track matte and track it with fruits. Now we have blue gradient. Just duplicate the layer. Let's make it yellow or whatever the color you like. Place it here. And let's change the color as well. Make it yellow like this. Click over here, eyedropper tool, yellow. And here we have it. Yellow, blue, and we can have another color as well. Let's take, just duplicate this. Let's take maybe red. Like this. Let's change the scale of it like this. Make sure you rename the layer. Blue, reduce the size of it. And yellow, reduce the size of this one as well. Select 3 of these, center the anchor point. And now we can add some animation over here. So let's select all of these, click P, add a keyframe, and we can add another keyframe, but let's just animate these. Place, okay, it's not in center. Okay, remove the keyframes. Now make sure all the anchor points are in center. Yeah, now it's good. Now we can add the position keyframes. Move your playhead over here, add an animation like this. Select these, I ease them, and make a graph like this. Now we can add a deep glow onto them. Let's just close the spanner, add an adjustment there, and apply an effect for deep glow like this. So it will look like this. Okay, but for now, just for now, I will remove this, and right now let's just focus on the main animation part, and we will do this effects at the end. All right. Fruits, then do you see? Let's use the same animation on do you word as well. The one we created for how many. Just open this panel and click on animator 1, Control C, select the layer, move your playhead over here, and Control V. Here we have it. Press U to show up the keyframes, and we can make a few minor adjustments like this. Now in the C part, this one's a little more important and more different because we are not going to create any animation. Okay, let's move it over here and make it 0. This is the scale keyframe. Let's make it like this, 241. Select these, ease them, and create a graph like this. We want it to be really speedy in the beginning. Move this one close to this. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. We can just reduce the size a bit like this. Now add a keyframe right over here. On P, click on S, we can add another one over here, and R, another one. Click U to show them all. Again, easy is these. Add a keyframe over here, but let's just change the position of scale and it will automatically add a keyframe. Now grab the pen tool and click over here. Then these handles will occur and we can adjust them to create an animation like this. And now just have a look what we have. So let's change the rotation as well. Let's make it 95. Select these and we can, let's say, just increase the scale a little bit like this. Easy ease. Open the graph editor, create a graph like this. We want it to be slow in the beginning and later it should get some speed. Yeah, something like this. We can also give this a little more time. And right when it passes or it's about to pass, like over here, we can just change the color of the background. Click over fill, add a color. I mean, click on the keyframe of color, add a keyframe. Press U on your timeline. Move it a little further. Change the color to white. And it's going to change the color like this. Move these ones over here. Yeah, now it looks good. So right after this, when it converts to white, first of all, let's just adjust this a little bit like this. Now we need some fruits to pop up. So I'm just gonna go to Chrome and find some icons of it. So these are some fruits that I found over the internet, from the internet, and now I'm gonna put them in Photoshop and put them in a circle. All right, I'll just show you an example. So this is what I was talking about, and I'm gonna convert all these icons like this. All right. So from here we want these fruits to pop up. So let's import them. Yeah, let's change the size. Maybe 70 will be good. 75 will be good. All right. Now let's convert these to a 3D there like this. Now place more of these. 75, all of them. Another one again. I think these are enough. Let's try creating it. Remove this part again. These show. Now let's hide these and let's keep only one. So I want it to be over here. Open the position panel. Here. Okay. And let's bring it down a little bit like this. Or maybe let's just bring it up. Open the scale keyframe, add a keyframe, press U, place it over here and reduce the size of this one. Like this. Now select the position keyframe and you will find this smart bounce. It's also a third-party plugin. You just have to click on elastic and click on here. So it will apply the bounce effect over this element. We can adjust the speed by reducing or increasing the gap between the keyframes. So let's click T, again U, make it 0. So it looks good. Okay, let's make it 80 instead of 75, and here we can make it 75 here, or we can increase it more than 80 like this. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing with the other fruits. Let's make the second one visible, convert it to 3D, place it over here, and let's do the same thing. Or just to save more time over here, what we can do, we can add a transform effect and do all these things over here. So we can just copy and paste the transform effect just to save more time. Okay, so we are going to repeat the same thing, or we can still copy this one. Okay, P, S, and C, Control C, select all these and Control V like this. Now let's just not align these. Okay, we have the same uh thing applied over here. We can just add a null layer, link this one with this, and move it a little over here like this. Convert it to 3D as well. Wait. Okay, the position, the bounce effect is been disabled. So let's fix this one. Select the position keyframes, click over here and apply. Yeah, now it works. So let's do the same thing with the others. Now we can remove this null layer. It won't affect it because we have already changed the position of it. But I'll just create it again. So we can just unlink it. And we can link this one with the null. Use the position properties. Place it over here. Now unlink from the null. Make sure we convert all these to a 3D layer. Okay. Now let's add a camera. We will adjust the rest of two later. Just add a camera, one node. Position keyframes. When this one comes in, we can shift, change the position like this. Okay, let's move it a little more like this. Okay, that's way too much. Reset the speed graph. Just select these and click on your shortcut key, which is F9 by default. Just for the reset, to reset the graph. Now we will create this one. Or maybe we should reduce the gap over here like this. Let's link this null layer with the camera, convert it to, it's already converted to 3D. Add a position keyframe, place it over here, and move this one here like this. Okay, the other two, let's fix these as well. Create a null layer, link this one with this, position keyframes. Again, change them. Alright, unlink this and enable this one again. Link this one with the null. place it even more further. Like this. All right. We can remove this null permanently. Cherry, let's make it come later on. This. Of course, I just mentioned that the positions smart bounce has been removed. Just click over here. Okay, one at a time. Again, one more time. Yeah, now it should work. Okay, we can fix the position here. Okay, it's a little fast. Let's adjust it. Let's name it CAMCTRL. It stands for camera control. Remove this part. Yeah, now it looks good. Now let's grab the pen tool and just a second, press U and let's paste this one in the middle. All right. Now let's grab the pen tool and create a line over here like this. Remove the fill, add a stroke, make it 5. Make sure you choose the black color. Okay. Convert it to 3D as well. Anchor point in the middle. Move this part. Yeah. Place it under this one icon. I'll call it line. Now let's extend this line. Open it up. Find trim path like this. Open this panel. Or we can just also go to stroke. And there must be an option called size. Transform. Scale will also work. Yeah. So just click over here and create an animation like this. Let's move it a little down like this. Select these, ease them, create an animation or smooth them. Now we want this cherry. Press P. Now over here, I want a text or a logo to come up from the line. So I'm just going to write cal AI, change the color to black, make it light, or maybe regular will work. Place it over here, center the keyframe, I mean the anchor point. And let's just, let's make it come out of this line. Okay, just add the position keyframes here to here. Open it up, change the position. All right. Now we need to create a mask around it. So let's do it like this and click on invert over here or cancel. Open this mask path. We are going to double select this one. Okay, let's move it here. Make sure it covers the entire text. Add a path, add a keyframe on path. Make it go up. Just make it stay on the line. Like this. Okay. Okay, let's fix this one as well. Now we need to copy the graph and paste it over here. So I'm going to use a plugin which is called ease copy. Here it is. So I've selected these keyframes, click on copy, select the others, click on ease. Now it's 100% smooth and accurate. All right, click over here. Now I want this cherry to pop a little bit. Press on P, add a keyframe, make it go up like this. Bring it down like this. Now let's create an adjustment layer. Call it invert. And apply invert effect. Make it 100. Add a keyframe. Press U. Make it 0. Now this needs to be more smooth. The strawberry. Okay, just click on U. And we can also extend these a bit. Give this a little more space. Now we can adjust the invert a little bit more like this. Select these, ease them, okay, adjust the graph. Now let's animate the camera along this. Open the position keyframes, add the keyframes, make sure they are at the same duration. Move it along this one. And okay, let's convert CalAI 3D as well. Create a null layer. Link CalAI with null because CalAI is here and we want it to be over here. So let's bring it here. Yep. Remove the null from the timeline. And now it looks good. Now let's just copy the keyframes of this one. Click over here, select these and click on ease. Now we have the same smoothness. All right. We can play around with the size or as well. Easy is these. Okay, let's select two of these first. All right. Now right over here, when it comes down, let's grab the ellipse tool, create a circle like this or a shape like this. Make sure the fill is on and it's white. Remove the stroke, convert it to 3D as well, of course. And it's over here, so let's bring it down here. Right when it comes down, we can just increase the size of it. Make it 0. Easy ease them, and again, now let's just a bit. Yeah, let's find this strawberry layer. Let's change the color of this one so we can highlight it, increase the size, and right when it reaches over here, let's add a cut and duplicate this layer over it. Apply an effect called linear color key, hide the previous one and remove this white color from it. Okay, it's in the invert. Okay, undo this. Now we do have to add a cut over here, and we can extend this one. We can apply it. Okay, let's undo this, and we can apply over here a fill effect and make it completely white. Sorry, black, cause we have an invert, so it will look up black like this. Now let's grab this cherry a little real quick. This is reduce the size, convert it to 3D, bring it over here. Make sure you place it right over it exactly. Add a cut, bring it down right over the layer. Okay, again the color fill, make it black, or sorry, white. We can make it a different color just to make sure we place it right over it. Let's make it 35 or maybe 34. Yeah, it's almost there. Now we can make it white again. So now what we are going to do is, wait. Now let me find an icon from flat icon of a camera. Let's write camera over here. This one's good. PNG free download. Here we have it. Convert it to 3D as well. Here it is. Reduce the size, apply the fill. Again, make it black. Now place it right above the cherry. Here. Okay, we can place it behind the cherry actually. Now, open the scale properties of cherry. Hide the camera for now. And create an effect like this. Select these F8 and we can make it like this. Yeah. Right over here, the opacity should make it go invisible. 0. Yeah, perfect. Same with the camera. Let's make it 0. Press U on the cherry keyframes. And over here, let's make it like this. You can increase this one a little bit like this. Again, ease them and create a graph like this. Make sure it has the same speed, which it doesn't have at the moment. So we need to figure out a way for that. Okay, we can just increase the size in the beginning like this. Add a cut over here or over here. Press T, open the opacity properties, make it 0 to 100 right here. Yep, like this. Open the properties of this and reduce the size a bit. It must stay inside the circle. Okay. Now let's move on to our next scene. Okay, let's here is the cherry and this must be the circle. All right. So what we are going to do, we are just gonna scale it up this circle like from here until it covers the entire screen like this. We are gonna select this, reset the graph, and we'll create a new one like this. All right. Now it looks good. Next thing we have to do is just remove this camera with opacity right over here. Select these, ease them, and of course we need to play around with the speed graph a little bit. Now we need an image of a burger or some fast food. So let's get it from here. I got this. And let's place it down here. No, it won't look good. Let's place it on the top of it. And let's remove the previous part of it. All right. Now just scale it up a little bit here like this. And make sure the anchor point is in the middle of it. And we're going to scale it down a bit like this. Just to create an illusion like this, let me show you once. All right. Now click on T and we are going to add some animation and opacity part as well. And of course, we are going to track this thing, or we don't really have to do that. It's already filled it. Yeah, now it looks good. The next thing we're going to do is that these layers are really messy and there is also a camera. So let's not risk ruining this part. So let's create a new solid layer, which is white color. Let's start it from here and place it right below this burger layer. And make sure you start it from here when the burger image has covered the entire frame. All right. Now the next thing we are going to do is create another composition. Name it scanner. And so in this kind of image, we're going to create a rounded rectangle like this, center it, increase the roundness like this, increase the stroke, and just so we can see through it, I'm going to enable this option. We can increase this one a little bit and we can convert it to brown as well. All right. Now let's import one of the icons we had earlier. Let's remove this black part. So let's apply a effect called linear color key and get rid of this. Then fill, make it black, of course, like this. And yeah, here we can have it. Now the next thing we are going to do is create a rectangle. Make sure it's red color, remove the stroke, make it a little more thin. Let's apply a caution blur a bit. Not too much, just to give some softness on the corners. Okay, like this. Now we are going to apply deep glow, or we can do that later. And just track mat this with the main shape like this. We can place it over here. Okay, it should go up and down from here. Open the position panel, make it come down like this, or maybe it should start from here and should end over here, right at this part. And we can just fix the corners a little bit like this. Again, it should go up like this. Now let's ease them and create a graph like this. All right. Now what we are going to do is click over here with the Alt and we're going to write loop out expression. Here it is. Press enter and leave it as it is. Now we can see this thing has been looped in and we don't have to create more keyframes and it will just work on its own. All right. Now we can shut this off and go over here, our project. Project panel, find the scanner, which was the previous composition we were in right before this. And okay, here it is. Okay, we have to apply deep glow over this thread like this, bit more. Okay, just apply an adjustment layer, deep glow. Open the gamma correction. No, input, yeah, and increase the threshold of this like this. All right. Yeah, now it looks better. Click on the position keyframe or S just to shrink the size of it. Now we can click on P, add the position keyframes, make it come up from here. Now let's smoothen these keyframes. Okay, now this way from here. All right, now let's create a square or rectangle over here, like this size, or we need the same or a little bigger size on this, like this. Yeah, I think this would work. Now let's give some roundness to this one. Yeah, something like this. Make it white, not pure white, just little like this. Now place it right behind the scanner, and uh, let's add the keyframe over here and scale properties. Okay, let's place it over here, and let's reduce the size a bit like this. Yeah, and shrink this one as well. U, again U. Wait, scale keyframe, position keyframe. Yeah, this one should go over here, and size must be smaller than the previous one, like this. Select these and create the speed graph. Again, same. Or maybe not, just you don't ease them because we are going to create the bounce effect. Let's move the anchor point up here. Yeah. All right. Now let's write scan food over here. Black color, make it medium, and place it over here. Now let's create the same text animation. I have a preset built already, so I'll just use that one. And make sure we just track mat this with the layer. Duplicate this one and okay, here it is, the big one. Content and rectangle, unlink this, and we're just going to increase the width of this one, place it down here. Yeah, and this one we're going to make it completely white just to highlight it from this one, and make sure it's behind the smaller one. All right. Oh, not like this. Yeah. So here we have it, and now let's get some icons in it. So let's import some icons in here. Here they are, not this one. Yeah, these three. Place them over here and just add a cut right here. Reduce their size. All right. So here they are. Place them one by one in line. Just a second. Scale again. First, second, third. All right. Now let's animate these. First is this. This one should be at the top. All right. Now it's good. Now let's add the transform properties onto these. Form. Or we don't really have to add the transform properties. We can just do it manually. Position and get this thing out of the frame. From here, F8 and so here we have it. Next, again, easy ease and create a graph. Make sure the graph is exactly the same. And we can definitely change the position of these. Yeah, perfect. Third and last one. Position keyframe here. Select it. Again, easy ease and create a speed graph like that. Okay, place these a little after these. Perfect. Select these and where is it? Yeah. Select these and we are going to track mat this with the big one. And now let's have a look. We can, I think, increase the speed of the text animation of this one. Now, let's move on to another thing. We need this. Increase the size. Hit this. All right. Make it white. Apply fill and make it white color. Or yeah, black would work. It's way too bold. So let me just find a thin one. Or let's not waste time in finding one because we can actually create one. So let's get rid of this one first of all, and we can create a rectangle, a square like this. Get it in the middle. Again, add a cut right here. We want this frame to take a snapshot here. All right. So I'm going to add a marker over here so we won't miss this thing. Again, let's name it frame. Make it a little round like this. Let's get rid of the fill and add a stroke, make it white. Yeah, we have the perfect size already. So what we are going to do is add in fact or use a feature called trim path. So we're going to make it like something like this. Okay, let's make it 25. Sorry, minus 25 will work, I think. Wait. Okay, 75, 50, and 25. So let's try out 75 first. Good. Offset should be like this. We can also change the trim path a bit. Yeah, here it is, and it looks good. We can just make it a little more thinner, change the color to black, little more thinner, like this. All right. Now we can duplicate this. Right click, transform, flip horizontally, anchor, center the anchor point, place it right at its equal. Again, duplicate this one, right click and transform, flip horizontally, place it uh, right at its position. Just a second, like this. Oh, yeah, good. So again, duplicate, right click, transform horizontally, and this one's going to be easy and quick. Yeah, we are done. Now what we are going to do is we're going to, okay, maybe the length is a little high. So what we can do is simple. A content trim path, we just have to find it. And let's reduce this one a bit. Now it's good. Now we have to do the same with the rest of these. Content, rectangle, trim path. Yeah, here it is. Again with this one, trim path, start, reduce it. So now we are just going to pre-compose all these frames like this. And we're going to move the anchor point right in the center of this. We will have to do it manually. Just over here. Let's say we want this snapshot. Um, wait. Yeah, right over here, right at this point. So how we are going to do that is I'm going to increase the scale a bit. Oh, I'm going to decrease the size of it like this. Now I have to increase it. Yeah, increase it and get back to normal over here and just ease these. Okay, we can just cut it out like this. Now we need the burger to glow a little bit. All right, so let's find the footage of this burger. Here it is. Let's apply deep glow effect and adjust the settings bit like this. Now we are going to create a mask around it. Deep glow, composite set options. Yeah, here it is. Okay, now just click on this. Yeah. Let's increase the feathers. Yeah. Now grab the pen tool and we need to adjust these corners a little bit like this. Let's add a keyframe exposure, make it 0 right now, for now. And here, let's increase it. Let's increase the feather as well. Mask, feathers. Yep, here it is. Now let's add some color over here. So let's just find tint, enable it, and let's make it yellow like this. Yeah, it looks kinda better now. But it should glow up when this frame is coming in. Just like this. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to get in the start of it right after this image came in right here. So now uh, at this point right below this marker. So now we are going to remove the first camera if we have here, which is here. Remove it and make sure it's out of the frame. Now this is where you are going to add some cuts over the images. But first let's add another camera, one node, and it should start here. Alright, now let's convert the other things into 3D. There we go. Now it's all in 3D now. So let's enable 2 view option. Click over here, P, and remember we have a white solid layer. Let's not convert it to 3D. Rest of the things we can do that when it comes in the last camera. Now we can add a position keyframe here. We can change the position of it like this. Okay, let's change the resolution. Selected, ease. Perfect. Now let's change the position like this. Alright, now it's good. Or we can just add more smoothness over here just by creating a null layer and creating the second animation in it like this. Link it remove this part and start this keyframe from here, and yeah, like this. There we go. Selected, easy ease. Perfect. Let's name it cam ctrl 2. Now let's give some curve roundness to this burger image, of course. Now how we are going to do that is pretty simple. Just create a square or this rectangle, place it right behind the burger layer, of course convert it to 3D, and here it is. Now track matte this one with this. Here's the burger. Oh, it's in 3D. Got it. We can't use this one, but there is another way to do that. You're just gonna create a mask around it like this. Now we have these simple normal curves. Alright. So this is the animation we have created so far. Now let's create rest of it. So first of all, let's extend our camera number 2. Of course, it's control as well. And let's create a white background here. Solid white. Cut it. And just place it right over here. Perfect. Now what we need here is, so the first thing we can do is, we really don't need this camera. So instead of extending it, we can just remove it once this animation is ended, because it's just a plain white background. We can create the rest of the animation over here without the cameras, like this. Perfect. So this is our kind of new space which we are going to work on. Perfect. Now let's create, okay, first of all, just to not confuse you guys, I'll just get back to one view, and this must be a new solid. I remove white because we might change the color of this one later. We will convert it to black later. So let's apply fill first, white. Okay. Now create two rectangles, or we can create one and duplicate it like this. Center it and remove the stroke, add the fill, make it black. Increase the roundness like this. Right click, go to layer styles, inner shadow, and inner shadow, here it is. Change the blending mode to normal, make it white or a little gray or darker gray. Increase the opacity to 100, increase the distance of it, increase the size finally. Alright, so this is how it looks right now. Let's name it box. Duplicate it. This is box 2 and this is box 1. Now let's select both of these, reduce the size. Now bring this one a little down here, and let's make it gray instead of black, like this, or a little darker. We can make the color a little lighter and reduce the opacity as well, like this. Now it looks better. Now let's write the text. Say cheese, make it white, and place this one over here. Center it. Font, whatever you like. Regular, increase it. This one too. Duplicate the same, place it over here. Or we might just change the position of the text. Remove this one, keep this one, increase the size, duplicate it, and place it over here. We can name it bread. Now let's duplicate this one, bring it down here, make it bold. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's change the number. Let's make it whatever you like. Duplicate it and place it over here. Perfect. All right. We can change the number, I think. Let's make it 2, 5. All right. Okay. Let's convert it to 3D and let's try increasing the camera's duration. We have to do it. Okay. Create a null layer, link all these with the null except the solid layer in the back. Link it with this. And again, we just have to go to the 2 view option. Extend this one like this. Okay, let's hide this white background for now. Okay, we should just remove this white background. Yeah, this is good. Now remove this null, delete it, and we are gonna create 2 different nulls to link these. Okay, or we can just this, not this one, box 2 and box 1. Okay, box 1 should be here or here. Bread and 4 to 5. Okay, just select bread and 4 to 5 and link it with the box 1. Make it on the top, right over the box 1. So these 3 are linked together. We don't really need null in this scenario, and we can just link these 2 with the box. I'll select these 3 and change their layer color just to see them clearly. Again, these 3 as well, change their color. All right. Now I can open the scale of this one. S and P at the keyframes. Press U. Reduce the size a bit and bring it down in here. Select these, add the bounce effect. Okay, we can increase the speed a bit. Yeah, now it looks perfect. Now we need to do the same thing with the another box. Copy the position and scale and open this. We'll just paste it over here. Press U and move this a little forward. Now make sure your playhead is on the position keyframes select them, and we can bring it down here. All right. Now again, position and add this. Okay, let's change the scale of it a little more smaller. Now it looks good. Now let's add some animation to the text. Let's add animation in one, and we can copy it for the others here. So animation should start from here. Okay, we can just create the text animation again, or you can just copy the animation we created for this word. So let's just copy this one and paste it over there. Text animator 1, Control C, open this and move your playhead right where you want the animation to start. Paste it over here, Control V. Again for the next, yep, Control V. Alright, if I open this box and here I can move these keyframes. Perfect. Now just have a look. So now we need two icons to animate over here. So one is bread, of course, and second is cheese. So we are going to animate them in the separate composition. So you can just copy paste, drag and drop this composition over here multiple times and create duplicates of that. All right. So let's animate our bread first. Let's make it 10. Make it go from here, position. All the way up to here. Scale, press U, and let's reduce it. Let's make it 5. Sorry, 5. 10 here. Add a keyframe, then make it 5 again. Okay. Let's smooth this. Or maybe something like this. Okay, or better, we can do one thing. Make it 15 here. Or we can make it 10 over here in the middle. And we can make this one 7. This one 7 too. 5. Let's make it 3 instead of 5. This one too. Reset all these speed graphs. Select these, right click and click on, okay, it's not working. It's not that good as I thought it will be. So let's do one thing, remove these 3 keyframes. It's going 5 to this. Increase it over here, make it 8. Okay, it's too large, make it 6. Select these and now we can create something like this. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, now it's better. We can smooth these as well. And it should start with 0 opacity. Should go to 100 here. Yeah. Now click on these stopwatches with Alt, and we're going to type an expression called loop out. Press enter, copy it, click over here, paste it. Again, simple as that. Alright, we have done this thing with the bread. Now let's do the same with the cheese. Here we have it. Alright, now let's drag and drop these cheese and bread in our timeline. Right over here. So let's reduce the size of bread. Place it over here. Okay. Yeah, let's start it from here. Here. Perfect. Hide cheese for now. Let's see how bread is working. Good. Now duplicate the bread and place it over here. Again duplicate it. Maybe here. Duplicate this one and maybe it should be here. Alright, now we can just copy these, select these two and make them a little more smaller. Alright, so here we have this animation. Now let's do the same thing with the cheese. Again, we are going to do the same thing with it. Let's just change the color of these. Purple. Yeah, that's good. Let's increase the size a bit. Duplicate it. Place it over here. And another one here. We can reduce the size a bit. Duplicate this again. And decrease the size again. Make it 15. Let's place it here. Duplicate again. Place it here. One more. Even smaller. We can increase this one a bit. like this. All right, now we can just select these and right click, pre-comp them, apply an effect called posterize time here, and make them 16. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, that's fine. Now next thing we have is we need to rename it. Icons, animated, apply an effect called deep glow. Open this input and increase the threshold just like this. Okay, now find the tint. Where is it? Yeah, let's make it white. Enable and overlay. Now it looks fine. But as I mentioned, our main focus is the animation part, so I'll just hide glow just for now. We'll apply it later on, okay? And we will have to apply it on many things for now. So the next thing we are going to create is right over here. Good. Now we are going to find this box 1 and over here, like here, and we are going to just remove these with the opacity. Because this box is going to be animated and cover the other one. Open it up, unlink this, add a keyframe in position, like here, press U. Now let's animate this like this. Bring it down here. Or maybe we can just remove the position keyframes and see how it turns out. Okay, it's not looking that good. Let's remove this one. Let's increase this frequency and amplitude. Not a good idea. Make it 5, make it 60, or we can make it 7. Okay, let's undo these, reset. Press R on a keyboard, add a keyframe on rotation, and just make it 0 again. Press U. Let's see how it looks. Four. Yeah, now it looks good, or even much better. Now let's remove this text, bread and 425. So we have it over here. T, opacity, 0. box 1, reduce the gap. Or we can remove these text a little more earlier. So press U and just put them over here. Alright, now let's apply fill over this box. Make it black. From here, add a keyframe on color. Make it white here. And we are going to remove the layer styles as well. Here, open it up. Find layer styles. Here it is. Inner glow, inner shadow. Keyframe on opacity. Right here. Make it 0. And this is the exact place where we are going to change the background's color as well. So let's grab it. Okay, not this. Yeah, this one. So let's just apply fill, white, keyframe, and black. Now find the camera. Yep, press U. Click on D. And just open this P. Remove it. Click on over here with Alt and write an expression called wiggle. And 1,30. What's this? Okay, let's trim it over here. Add a cut, remove this part. It's a burger image. It's not a good idea to have wiggly expressions over here. For now, just remove it. We can just undo it and make them join. And we can again just make it smaller. Yeah. Now let's remove this one too a little earlier. Like this. Now what we are going to do is write some numbers over here. Maybe 1345. Make it black. Medium. Normal. So here we have it. Let's make it come up with opacity. Now we need to convert it into a number counter. So for this, I'm going to use plugin or extension called Mobar. And I'm going to just click over text, number counter, and cross over here. This effect is already applied. Press U. These are the number counter animation keyframes. And let's change it a little bit. So starting value must be around, what can it be, 1324, I guess. Okay, it's way too fast. Make it 1342. Yeah, this also looks good. All right. And from here, you can change it. Or maybe not. It doesn't look that good. Now, we need an icon again. And we need a fire icon. So I'm just gonna head over to free pick or flat icon and get it real quick. So here we have our fire logo, which I just found on free pick. So here it is. Now I'm gonna add a cut over here. And when this box changes into this white one, here it is. I'm gonna place it over here and I'll just create a stroke circle like this. Oh, just one like this. Again, add a cut here as well. Now make sure you center this one and fire, of course. Reduce it, center it. Now let's select both of these, track mat. Okay, select these, track mat them with the box 1 and click over here. Now let's play around with the opacity. Make it 0, make it 0. Let's make the fire icon a little more smaller like this and create an animation like, okay, first remove that opacity part here. Click on S because we are going to create pop-up animation over here. Make it 0. Easy ease them and create a graph like this. Perfect. Now over here, open this panel, close this one, click over here, add, find trim path. Okay, fire should be popped up by now. Like this. Now from here, this trim path should start. Now easy ease these as well. Alright, we can make this stroke a little more smaller like this. Alright, so just click over here and I think this black background its duration is ended, so let's just increase this one. Yeah, here it is. Now create a null layer. Top, link the fire, shape layer, number with this, convert it to 3D, this true, this one too. Now I'll bring this anchor point over here. Okay, got it. We also link this one to this. Box 1, add a cut over here. And make sure we unlink this one. Just so it will not ruin the previous animation we have done already. To view option, press C, and here we have it. Shape. Okay, where is the fire? Here it is. Okay, fire, shape, number. Let's bring it up. Let's unlink this box just for a moment so we can adjust these things using the null. Shrink the size, bring it out like this. The fire, here it is. Remove the scale animation from the fire, and yeah, we are pretty much there. Just number is left only, and here we have it. Five. Fire scale, increase it by 5.5. Now we can add that animation, make it 0. Okay, we need to extend this animation a bit like this. Now as it's linked with the null, we can link this box again. Box 1. Now box 3. Correct. With null 6. Alright. So now let's do one thing. Let's decompose this box. But before that, just grab this layer, this, and this. Oh, this. Bring them on the top. And add a cut over here. Like, okay, not here. Exactly over here. Oh wait, not here. Just yeah, this one's perfect. Make sure you get this number as well on the top, and box 3 to this. Add a cut, bring these on the top, right click, decompose. Here we have it. Now the comp of this decompose, okay, this is and that one. Here it is. Okay, we have it in the right place. What we don't have in the right place is these objects, because here they are. That's why we can see them over here. All right, so let's bring them in here. Okay, remove them from being 3D object. Here, these as well. Come on. Remove the track mat. Increase the size of this one. Number as well. Fire. All right, cool. Okay, what's wrong with this one now? Box 1, delete. Box 4, P, remove it. S, remove it. U, remove these all. Now let's have a look what we have here. Okay, let's bring it over here and make sure it's exactly same. Or we can just convert the color to black or any color just for now, so we can just create a perfect accurate shape. Okay, let's let this animation finish. Okay, here it is. T, make it full, remove the fill. Now here it is. So convert it to, okay, let's not convert it to 3D, but we can apply basic 3D here. Swirl dent distance to image, press U, bring them here. This one has to go like, okay, this. Okay. P and add this. S, add a keyframe over here. Again U over here, and we can increase the size of it like this. Eight, and we can create an animation like this. Now let's remove the previous box, or we can right click, solid, black. Okay, okay, cut it, place it right behind it. Now once it's gone right before it, you can just scale it up a little bit more, I think. Perfect. Now let's move on to our next thing. Now we have this black color, we can add a cut over here and remove this part. All right. Now right behind this white object, we need to write a text. So first let's just change it to one view, again back. Now let's write just sure. Just sure like this. Center it, anchor point as well. Convert it to 3D. Or we don't really have to convert it to 3D. It can just work fine. We just have to place it right behind this white object like this. Add a cut over here. Now let's add the text animation. Let's create one animation. Let's find position, open it up and make it like this. Start, first keyframe. It should start from, yeah, here. Now open this advanced panel, change from characters to words. Now here we have this thing, add, click on add property and find opacity over here and make it 0. Alright, now we need a circle. Let's create one, center it, make this color white and stroke blue. Something like this. Now add a cut, place it right behind the object. Okay, so let's animate this circle now. So first let's just place this text a little down here like this. Okay, and ball this circle thing, we are going to need this one over here. All right. Yeah, so let's animate it from here. Click P, so this property will open of position, add a keyframe, then scale, move it a little forward, increase the size from 66 to 85 and move it over here like this. Then make it 75 the scale and position, just bring it a little lower. Okay, let's make it 80 and move it a little up like this. All right, let's ease them. Yeah, so here we have it. So now let's apply an effect on it called deep glow. Oh, sorry, deep glow 2. All right, now adjust these 104 and here I'll write 153. Oh no, let's make it higher and change from screen to add. All right, now it looks good. Now add a keyframe on exposure and move it over here. Make it 0 or not just 0, just like this. Press U and adjust the keyframes. Now let's create another circle on top of this. So from here we need to create a new circle like this. Make sure the anchor point is in center and it's right over the previous circle. Just to be accurate, we can reduce the opacity, and now we can move it like this. Now add a cut over here, increase the opacity to 100. And what we need to do next is click on S, make it 0, and place it right behind the circle. Alright, let's name it bigger one. And we can just increase this like this. Alright, select these easy ease, adjust the speed graph like this. Now let's add some shake on top of this. So I'll apply for first of all wave up. Let's make it 20, I guess. Sin, this one's good. Yeah, 51 is pretty good. Yeah, now it's good. So let's make it, add a keyframe, press U. Now make it 0. Oh, sorry. Make it 0 like this. Now create an adjustment layer on top of this, add a cut here and here as well. On this, I'm gonna apply an effect called wiggle position. We can adjust it, make it, let's say 7, try it out. Let's just try this one. Okay, we can just reduce the duration of this one. Now I'll name it wiggle, and I'm gonna apply an effect called deep glow 2. We can reduce the radius, it's way too high, make it 100 or even less, 50. Just like this. Yeah, 52 is good. All right, so what we are gonna do is let's add a keyframe on exposure, make it 0, press U, and now we can make it 1. Okay, there is one thing, just press Ctrl X from this. Now create another adjustment layer, cause we will have an extended one. We will need an extended one just to get it right. Now, okay, Ctrl V over here. Press U. It's going to start from 0 and end at 1. Then again get back to 0. Something like this, but little more smooth and clean. So I'm just gonna call it deep glow, and in this circle let's close these one. All right, now I need a video or some icons of fruits, so I'm just gonna head over to FreePick and find them real quick. So this is the one I have found on FreePick, so I'm just gonna download it. It's completely free, and I'm gonna separate these in Photoshop. So let's do it. I'll see you after separating them and creating different PNGs of these. So here I have the PNGs of these colorful fruits. So let's use them in our project. So let's just import it over here and place it over here. What we are going to do is that we are going to place these fruits inside the circle. So how we are going to do that is just, okay, yeah. Now we can use the track matte feature like this and click over here. Now we can see it's inside the circle and add a cut here. Start from here. All right. Now we are going to do the same thing with the other ones. Reduce the size. We can rotate them if you like and just track matte it. Simple as that. Another one, banana. I think 3 is enough for now because now you understand the concept, how you're going to do it. So you can add as many fruits you want or whatever you like. Okay. So I'm gonna create a null layer here and let's just link this circle, bigger one, these fruits and this one with the null. All right. Add the position keyframes. And remove them from the frame like this. Easy ease them and change the speed graph, make the peak at the end, or we can just make the peak in a little more middle like this. Okay, now at the same time we can remove this text like this with opacity. All right, now it looks good. Now here I'm going to add a marker because right here I'm gonna need an apple. So let's grab this one. It doesn't really matter the color one because we just need a logo. Let's remove this black BG from this one, apply linear color key, select the color and it's removed now. So reduce the size of it, center it, add some glow. Okay, instead of deep glow we can just try adding glow only. Change the settings from behind to on top, increase the radius like this. All right, now we are going to do, okay, just rename it as Apple logo. Add the scale keyframes from this. Make it 0. All right. Like this. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a solid layer, completely white color like this. Add a cut, place it right behind the apple. And now we are going to create a square like this. Make it completely black. Add a cut, open it up and increase the roundness of it like this. Make sure it's just completely black, not charcoal or anything like that. Place it behind the apple layer and increase the scale of this one like this. Now when we have the apple ready, we can just reduce the size of it like this. And if you like, we can add some stroke to it like this and increase it a bit. This, yeah. Okay, let's smooth this thing. Okay, now remember I mentioned about the finishing part in the beginning. So now let's get it done. First of all, first thing we are going to do is enable the motion blur in all the layers. And if there is a pre-comp, feel free to enable the motion blur in there. Okay, I think we are done. Now next thing we're going to do is create an adjustment layer and apply an effect called deep glow. Adjust it like this. Make it 0.07 and this one should be 250 or maybe 300. Let's check. Okay, let's update it. Yeah. Not looking that good. Increase this one like this. Okay. So there is a thing that if we use this deep glow color over here, so it's gonna, you can see, fade this thing and many other things in front. So what we are going to do is we are going to use this adjustment layer at some points, not everywhere. Like here we are gonna add a cut and delete it and duplicate it, and we will place this one when it's needed, like at this part. So we can just uh, add the opacity, make it 0 to 100. Now we can remove it right here. All right, now at this apple we think we need to add animation separately, I mean the glow. Make it 0.1 and 250 over here. No need of animation there. Yeah, here we can add some sorry, not animation, deep glow. Duplicate this one and place it over here. Now here we can just reduce the radius. It's lagging a bit because of the resolution, so don't worry about that. That's just fine. Yeah, but right here we need to remove it. So just press T here and let's remove this thing. All right, I'll name it glow. Copy it, paste it, and here as well. Control S. Now we have it. Now there's a thing that we missed in the first early steps, is that we want some fruits to just bounce over here. All right, so let's create that thing. So here we need some fruits. So let's import these, and here we are. Import them in here. Adjust the size. Now hide them all. Now one by one we are going to animate them. For example, watermelon, we are gonna just add the position keyframe here and another one here. Press P and make it something like this. So here this animation you will get. Now if I just right click over here and go to transform and click on auto orient along path, we can see the watermelon is rotating along the path. So it's gonna add more realistic vibe to it. Feel free to add motion blur, or if you don't add it, it's still going to look good. Maybe like this. Okay, another one. Let's say I want to throw it from here, P, and right click, transform, auto orient along the path. Or let's try easy ease them. And now let's have a look. Yeah, it also looks good. Hey editors, I just want to mention something real quick. इस वाली एनिमेशन की प्रोजेक्ट फाइल आपको नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी विजुअल सूट में। अगर नहीं आइडिया विजुअल सूट क्या है तो उसका आपको एक लिंक और मिल जाएगा जस्ट टू लर्न मोर अबाउट इट। बट इट्स बेसिकली अ स्टोर आई जस्ट रिसेंटली लॉन्च्ड। सो इसके ऊपर काफ़ी सारे डिजिटल एसेट्स हैं आपकी एडिटिंग में हेल्प करने के लिए। फॉर एग्जांपल आपको आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स में सबटाइटल जनरेट करने हैं। अब कोई भी फीचर नहीं है सबटाइटल जनरेट करने का आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स में। सो व्हाट आई डिड इज़ आई पर्सनली क्रिएटेड अ स्क्रिप्ट कि जिससे आप आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स में सबटाइटल क्रिएट कर सको। सिंपल एज़ दैट। एक क्लिक में ज़्यादा मेहनत का टाइम नहीं है। लाइक आपकी अगर 1 मिनट की भी वीडियो है और आपको उसके भी सबटाइटल जनरेट करने हैं, उसमें लिटरली आपको आधा घंटा लग सकता है, एक-एक वर्ड मैनुअली लिखने में। इस वाली स्क्रिप्ट की हेल्प से आप 30 सेकंड्स के अंदर पूरी वीडियो में सबटाइटल लगा सकते हो, सिर्फ़ एक क्लिक के अंदर। सो ऐसे काफ़ी सारे एसेट्स हैं। तो उसी में ये वाली प्रोजेक्ट फाइल भी अपलोडेड है। बस कूपन कोड नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, उसका यूज़ कर लेना तो वो फ्री में मिल जाएगी, वरना पेड है। और स्टार्टिंग आई थिंक 100 के लिए मैंने फ्री में रखी है। सो यूज़ इट, ओके? एंड लेट मी नो इन कमेंट्स इफ यू फाइंड दिस ट्यूटोरियल हेल्पफुल। Easy is the another one as well. Alright, now we can do the same thing with the another one here. So let's start this one. Um, yeah, from here, press P like this. Select them, easy ease, and create a graph like this. Right click, transform, auto orient along the path. Now you can add as many fruits you want, but I just wanted to show you the concept. So